Think about the last time you walked into a physical school building. The layout makes sense right away. Even as a young student, you know exactly where to go. You turn down one hall to find your math class, or head toward the main office to see the school nurse. The building itself does the heavy lifting. Its physical architecture is designed to guide students naturally from one destination to the next, without anyone needing a complex set of instructions. But when learning moves online, those physical hallways disappear entirely. Instead of walking through a door, a student is faced with a jumble of confusing class codes. Getting into a room suddenly requires typing out a random string of letters and numbers, like KPZPS06 or QA5B3JE. To make matters worse, the day's materials are scattered. A reading assignment is buried in an email thread, the science project is on a separate app, and the morning announcements are behind a totally isolated login screen. It leaves the student constantly trying to assemble their own school day out of a dozen clunky, overlapping digital pieces. This confusion rolls right downhill to the teachers and administrators. Their inboxes flood with panicked messages from parents asking one simple question: where is the class? Without a central map to rely on, the technical barriers take over. All the time and energy that should go toward actual education gets burned up just trying to log in. This diagram shows a virtual school building consolidated onto a single clickable page, the hallway grid. Across the top row, we map out the week's chronological flow from Monday through Friday. Down the left side, we recreate physical classrooms, listing standard subjects from math and science to reading and art. By organizing the week into this simple visual table, students get a complete bird's-eye view of their schedule. They can see exactly what is happening and when, removing the anxiety of not knowing where to go next. Where Tuesday and math intersect, we find a single box built from 3 standard pieces. First, the learning target states the daily goal, like, I can define shapes. Underneath, the assignment section outlines the exact tasks. Finally, resources and links act as the direct door into the virtual classroom. Every single box on the grid uses this exact same 3-part structure. Students never have to guess what their job is for the day, and they never have to hunt for the link. But a school is more than academic subjects. Scrolling down to the bottom of the grid, we find a dedicated space for the rest of the school community. Here, essential support staff have their own virtual offices. Security, guidance, the nurse, and the principal are listed with their office hours. If a parent has a question or a student needs to speak with a counselor, they just click the link next to the name. It perfectly mirrors the act of walking down the hall to the main office. To function like a real school, a digital platform must provide both academic lessons and student support services. This layout brings those two halves together into one unified, accessible space. With this architecture in place, the daily routine clicks. A young student can sit down at their computer, look at their grid, and start their day confident in exactly where they need to go. The heavy burden of digital navigation is lifted off the shoulders of stressed parents and busy teachers. Instead, responsibility is handed right back to the student. There is immense value in giving a child autonomous control over their own schedule. They can move through their day independently without constantly needing an adult to find their next assignment. When you clear away the technical friction, all of a student's energy can finally go directly towards absorbing the curriculum. This clarity extends to the teaching staff and school leadership as well. By organizing every class code and meeting link into a single document, the constant flood of tech support emails stops. Administrators see a massive drop in daily overhead. The grid serves as a living, centralized map. If a schedule changes or a link needs updating, it happens in one place, instantly keeping the entire school community perfectly aligned. This layout creates a functional digital ecosystem, turning a messy collection of links into a standardized virtual campus. Simplify your school's digital space. Build your hallway grid today.